Yeah, I killed you off there, Riddick.
Oh, no worries. I'm just really happy. Like I said, right at the beginning, this is a benchmark match. This is where Dink proves themselves and shows that they can actually hold at this level. And dang, Woofie, they are showing it. They are trying their utmost. We're seeing interesting strategies come out. Like, who would have think that Ying can come back and put out such high damage numbers, comparable to a Grover? And we saw a Grover? What is this?
Grover is just so strong lately. Burst healing and sustain healing is better than ever. So a Grover that is able to do both simultaneously is just a smart choice. There are, of course, better supports out there with the burst, but when it comes down to it, sustain heals is what benefits an aggressive composition, and that's what Orphic had. So Chubby Plum, give him that tree, let him whirlwind his way to victory. Sadly, it didn't go their way, but I knew I could understand their plan from the get-go, and it was a brilliant plan. Speaking of plans, Cassie first picked by Dink, followed by Orphic going for a Makoa and a Leon. Oh no.
Oh no!
The Holy Trinity is here.
Oh no! Obviously, Band's being very, very standard. Ash, we do see Band out here. Her lights out performance, just the aggression that was able to be put out by Andromeda's obviously going to be banned. But they give away Makoa? They just don't listen. They don't listen to the warnings. You can't let the turtle out. I love to see him play, and I really, really hope we get to see Andromeda's on this Makoa. He's probably itching to play it. But it's just one of those picks you don't really pick unless you're utterly confident you can shut him down. And I see a Willow ban, and Willow is a good counter towards Makoa, so I'm curious to see what Dink come out with. Obviously picking up Barrick and Genos, somewhat of a counter. This is going to be fun, Woofie. This is going to be so much fun.
The fun has begun, and we're going to have two champions which reside here in Ascension Peak. And we're following up with some more aggressive tank potential. We're getting some Inara action here, and it's an Inara Makoa for Orphic Gaming. This is perfect for them. I really don't see any flaws in their draft so far. Following up with that Maldamba, that is one of the best champions for Choppy Plum. No contest. It is one of his best performing champions, and they're just pulling all the stops out. They want to reach the finals again with this draft.
And coming back to the draft and the map that we're seeing, Ascension Peak is not a map we see very often, and the chat is going a bit nuts, hoping that someone does pick up the Ruckus. And I actually have to agree here. Ruckus could be a very strong potential pick for Dink if they do decide to go that way. Just being able to dominate so many areas of the map and be so mobile on one of these larger maps, it's such a good idea. We do see the Maeve get picked up here, and unfortunately it is going to be a Fernando, but this Maeve is interesting to me here because Maeve's generally like more closed corridors. What do you think about this one, Woofie?
Well, think about the mobility and the verticality of this set map. Maeve can traverse a long distance in a short time due to her 9 lives. And, oh wait, is that a Vivian coming through? It is a Vivian. And like, I know who that's going to.
We don't need a real damage dealer. Let's just grab Vivian.
Hey, don't you write off Vivian. Trust me, there might be someone that says, oh, it's just a pop stomper champion. But then again, didn't we say the same about Victor some time ago, before Vivian became a thing? That is the main reason why I feel they actually thought about this pick. Think about it. You can go Opportunity and Chaos and destroy shields without going Wrecker.
Now there's a very, very big point. And we also have to understand that this is Vivian into a Maeve. Unless Maeve decides to go execute, Vivian stands the best chance because of that shielding. Because she's able to say, no, you don't get to kill me
She
right
has
now,
to know you, barrier.
Let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, that here at the Legacy League, we don't just deal in 4-0s. We do occasionally get game number 3s in some pretty awesome sets. Welcome, game number 3, Dink Esports versus Orphic Gaming. Have a look down the rosters. Ubalele on the formidable Fernando, Soul with the Tinkering Barrack, Maeve with the Cat Burglar, played by Ryflu, Milad with the Luminary Genos, and Danny TPG on that big game Cassie.
And Riddick gets his wish as Neptune the Blue is playing Opportunity in Chaos Vivian, Andromedas on the Mother's Grace Inara, Dutch Knight playing the Leviathan Makoa, Chubby Plum, of course, with the Spirit's Chosen Maldamba, and Maeve on the Eminence Leon.
Oh boy, this is gonna be so hyped. This is the first game 3 we've been to in the Legacy League. Already Hook comes through. First blood, Chubby Plum. The Makoa strikes again. Dutch Knight, a fantastic pick. And at this level of play, a Hook 9 times out of 10 will mean death. As just another Hook onto a Maeve in mid-air. Kills coming through for both sides right now. It's currently a 3 versus 2 in favor of Dink, though. So meanwhile, Makoa may have been hitting them hooks, but Dink are on top of the trade so far.
Yeah, and Dromius, though, won't give up that point easily, just making sure that they hold it for as long as they possibly can. Backing off now up into the tunnels. Dutch Knight pushing in. They got to be aware of... I mean, those hooks are just absolutely deadly. Ukulele here being bullied between... Andromeus and Dutch Knight on the Makoa, but Danny TPG will take down the Yanara.
Yeah, meanwhile though, that Fernando, he had so much pressure on him, he's still alive. The Formidable will keep him up, they just could not burst down and get through that shield. Dutch Knight as well will be void dripped up and roasted by the Fernando pick, and Dink Esports with that Makoa down. Neptune's touching to try and just get some overtime. Yanara's going to be left. Milad channels the through time and space, scores the field goal. But pick onto Neptune the blue. Andromeus goes down, and Dink Esports looks like they're going to come out on top here. 1-0 up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was it was looking in the favor of the Makoa for a while there. But once the Makoa was down, Sol very comfortably took control of the point there. And the Barrack doing what he does best. Now pushing hard up into Orphic Gaming's backlines, making sure that Makoa doesn't get into the fray.
Now, a bit of a reset having to go on here to pick onto Chubby Plum. And also Makoa going very low. He is back. The hook is just going to go straight into a shield. So not really going to result in much though. But Fernando is smelling blood in the water. There's low health bars. Wishing that Scorch was still a thing in this game. Well, it's going to keep on going here as Dutch Knight on the back end though. He's going to get a double kill. The Makoa is hungry, looking for blood, chasing down this Genos. He's maybe going to go down, but it's a little bit too much off. But we'll trade 2 for 1 in favor of Orphic, as they just hold this push from Dink.
Yeah, it was a very fast, very powerful push to get almost like 75% of the way for Dink there. Still a minute 20 on the clock, but Dink now having to just reset, regroup, get ready to push back in. Sol here just holding ground. The sustain on the Barrack is just incredible.
Yeah, and those shields we've seen previously. Milad, meanwhile, does take a lot of damage. He's going to have to take cover behind a very thin tree, but it does keep him alive. Sol throws up that barricade just to keep himself topped up. Will flee more towards Genos. They could not find the killing shot onto the Barrack as he fell. And Orphic Gaming, again, they're able to hold here. This is going to be a very difficult point for Dink to get through. Hook is going to connect. The Genos goes down. So that's why it's even more difficult. They're hungry. They're like sharks that smell blood. Dutch Knight gets yet another kill to his tally. They're going to go for this Fernando. They stagger as best as they can before Dutch Knight gets that killing blow in. But damn, this is going to be difficult for Dink to break through this one. Orphic look good.
Yeah, for a while there, what we were seeing was the absolute dominance of getting 2 damaged champions up onto that high ground. The Lian and the Vivian just putting out an awful lot of damage, just driving Dink backwards. And, I mean, time is nearly out. Can Dink get back in to touch that point and get the overtime rolling?
Yeah, let's see. It's going to be Rifle who's going to trigger it through time and space. Picks up the double kill, but Rifle was off the point. They weren't able to contest. A fantastic through time and space does get Milad 2 kills, and a bit of credits. Unfortunately, though, the contest just wasn't there. Unlucky for Dink. That could have been, a way back into this push for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was just a kind of a timing issue there. He's going to be disappointed with the supposed lack of value that we're seeing from the through time and space there, despite the double kill having actually just not enough of an impact on the game itself. Allowing Orphic to successfully defend, and now we're going to see how they deal with the 1-1 situation.
Yeah, and for Dink Esports, though, just having a look down some of the stats there, healing relatively breaking even between both teams. Genos and Maldamba are putting the same amount, pretty much, which we do kind of expect, but of course with 4 tries coming up, there's going to be a lot more. That's an interesting hook there with a disengage to take Ubalele completely out of position. Dutch Knight looking forward now with a kill. He's going to turn his attention down TPG, but that is an immortal to keep everyone alive. Dutch Knight is not happy about that one. Ancient Rage gets a kill, does not connect that finishing blow. Rifle will take down Neptune. The Dink are getting 2 kills back, and Dutch is just on a rampage right now. That's a interesting pun as well, just realised. No pun intended. Throw back there to an old Makoa card. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Soul here just pushing their way back onto the point, trying to engage, but we've got the Dutch Knight on the Makoa and Andromeda's on the Inara. Is having to back away. The Dome Shield is available if they want to use it at this point. But Dink are in control at this point, heading up to 50% on the capture.
Yeah, back and forth completely, and Maeve using that Midnight to great effect does get 2 quick kills. Down in TPG on this Cassie will also remove Andromeus from the field. And with how far back Orphic are they going to get towards this point? With the stagger going, Rifle doing his best to just really put so much pressure. It is going to be Dink Esports capturing once again. And Orphic starting to pull away here, having to regroup for this, this choke point once again.
Yeah, Makoa, Dutch Knight up here in the high ground, getting a hook into Soul, but the Rocket Boots managing to keep him alive, although Neptune the Blue will take the barrack down at this point.
Very back and forth between these 2 teams. Like, they are rolling dice, they're both going for these risky plays, and it's a lot more clean cut than what it was. Milad gets the pick onto Neptune, the Blue through time and space does connect, and this time not with overtime ticking, so maybe something to use here. As now going to turn attention up onto this high ground. Dutch Knight going low once again. Chubby is also out the fight for now. Everyone has to back away. And I do like the mobility options that Orphic do have, that they can pull back from these fights. Aside from Inara, not going to do much there, but Lian and Makoa can back away to Chubby if he gets put out and just get back in that fight straight away.
Yeah, I mean, smart plays from Andromeus here. 1v1 back and forth with Barrack like all day long, but backing off when they need to and then pushing back in, then forcing Barrack to push back as well. But Rifle there with a double kill into Andromeus and to Dutch Knight. That's going to take a lot of pressure off the field.
Yeah, the power of this May figure is he's feeling confident. You can just tell in how he's playing, going for the risky peaks, going for those lunges when it feels like he's just playing with complete confidence. He knows his team's going to be there. He knows that he just understands this champion, what Maeve can and cannot do. What is a fight you do not want to take, and what is the opportunity you want to go for here? More low health bars. A pounce will land onto Dutch Knight, and Ubalele does get the killing blow. And Andromeus is going to be the next target here as Ubalele gets a double kill. The Immortal keeps everyone alive. Neptune is going to be void gripped unceremoniously. Turning attention to Chubby Plum, a team wipe for Dink, and they go 3-1 up.
That was some fantastic play there, especially from Rifle on the May. Just looked absolutely effortless, managing to hold on to the Midnight as well for the next point fight. But yeah, what a great push from Dink there.
Yeah, absolutely, going 3-1 up, and no, you start to think this. You start to question, like, you know, are Dink? These guys are playing with momentum. They're feeling good about this. Is that going to be enough to get them over a line and maybe complete a reverse sweep if they keep this up?
Absolutely. I mean, at the beginning of the last game, we were worried about Dink managing to keep momentum up after the loss on the first map, and now what we're seeing is they've absolutely turned it around, and now they're the ones who look like they're just rolling into Orphic now.
Yeah, they are in position. Through time and space will not get the connector. Chubby Plum goes down. The Dread Serpent was used as well. Rifle gets killed onto Maeve. Ubalele getting very aggressive. The Ancient Rage is not going to do enough. Triple kill over to Rifle on this Maeve, making it work. Danny will not give him the quadra kill, but another delayed team wipe near enough, and Orphic have to completely reset.
Yeah, now it's gonna be a tough call now for Orphic, as they're gonna have to regroup and push their way back into this point. Rifle just running riot at the minute with a beautiful triple kill right there, popping the Midnight now. And let's see how Dink utilize this.
Seismic Crash did connect onto 3, hook onto Danny as well, so there will be the pick. Chubby Plum picking that one up. The health plasma having to back away. Maeve as well, doing as much damage as he can. Rifley finally goes down, 93% in favor of Dink, as Andromeus finally makes his way onto that point, now looking for the barrack. Tries to take down a dwarf, but he's a slippery one. He just gets straight out of dodge there. Combat mechanic is now in effect for Orphic Gaming, and you can see this capture 46, 50%, 4% per tick now, as both teams start to, well, reset and get ready for another point fight. Hook lands as well. It's going to be close.
Yeah, the Dutch Knight falling very low. Rifley will take the kill there, and Soul just dancing back and forth. Face to face with the Leon just a few moments ago. He's now like back pushing onto the point. And Andromeus here just peeking around the statue.
This is tense. Andromeus has to stay alive. If Andromeus goes down, this could be curtains. He's got to stay on that point for as long as possible because that overtime is quick. Dutch Knight gets to pick onto MLL. Soul as well, going down to half health speed. The Dread Saber is going to be used onto 3 people, but it's not going to find a kill just yet. And now they go aggressive. Chubby Plum is going to be the target. Maeve and Andromeus still alive here. This is tense. One false move, and it all could fall down. Neptune is stepping up though, gets that double kill, turns the fight around. Wow. And a sigh of relief as they get that point.
That pressure from the Vivian there, just absolutely dominating right there. Orphic managing to make the most of the comeback mechanic there, and taking this map to 3 points to 2.
Yeah, we only deal in 4-0s and game 3s, by the way. There's no in between. No, but wow, this has truly been a fantastic set, and both these teams just going all out against each other, looking for options. Dutch Knight is going to go very aggressive with the Ancient Rage. Immortal is going to be used, keeping alive the members. Going to turn towards Dutch Knight, but he's still going in the backline. He's going to hook Malad out of the spawn. And Maeve gets the double kill to back it up here. Momentum's, again, Orphic have just completely spun this around. If they keep this zone up, they keep the momentum going, we could go to a 3-3 here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing here after that last push from Dink, and now Orphic just answering in kind. Andromeus just pushing the point all the way very quickly. I mean, we're almost 5% of the way there, with still plenty of time left on the clock, but Andromeus now backing off, but doesn't look in any danger of going down at this point.
Yeah, and we do get a brief respite, and I just want to draw attention here to the damage dealers. Like, it's gonna, the difference here, in my opinion, is gonna be one player just making the game-winning play. The damage is in favor of Dink, and they can, as these team fights go on, they could really turn it around. But then again, we all know how strong Makoa is. One hook can literally win a game. So it's the finest of margins between these two teams. Still 30 seconds left, and with low health bars, it doesn't look like Orphic are going to make another attempt here.
Yeah, it's going to take a big push at this point for Orphic to get back onto that payload. There's the Dread Serpent coming through. Rifley will pounce away. As Dutch Knight.
Hang on, Andromeus. Andromeus is at the payload. He's going to try and backdoor right now. The wall is up to try and buy some time. Danny is back, and Milad is here as well with Riflex, so they do root this out. Tried the C9. You have to give credit where it's due for the attempt there. We're going to 3-2. A successful defense for Dink. Wow.
Yeah, as soon as you said Andromeus,
everyone looks to this guy.
I thought we were going to see that backdoor push right there, but yeah, I mean, good job on Dink for defending that one.
15 minutes. These games really do put you through the ringer. I mean, I'm really starting to feel it here. This is literally just the first set of the day. Whatever happens, this has been a phenomenal set to kick off week number 3.
Oh yeah, so it's an absolute privilege to watch some paladins be played like this. Chubby Bomb there on the healing, 188,000 already. Just doing what he does best.
Yeah, of course, and Genos is keeping up with him as well. So, which is surprising in a way. You'd think Madama is just going to the healing output would be way too strong. Through time and space, though, is going to find a pick onto Maeve. Dutch Knight now, half HP is going to have to back away into this house. Ancient Rage pops as well straight into the Immortal. Ultimate's going as Rifle now smells blood, going for Chubby Plum inside this mini house. Dutch Knight just cannot get healed up because Makoa is just it's so far forward. It's absolute chaos in this mini house as Dutch Knight does get a double kill. Danny nearly finds a way forward. Absolute pandemonium over there, but ultimately it's Dink Esports with the point area control. Dome Shield is going to be used to buy a bit of time, and these teams are just going to reset again. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, while that battle was going on in Tiny Houses, we had Andromeus face-to-face with Soul and Milad on the point, just going down. But yeah, Dink managed to keep control momentarily of the point there. Dread Serpent coming through, fearing Dink Esports off the point there.
Yeah, and you can tell now both teams just want this game to win. The ultimates were committed. Dread Serpent, Enlightenment, Seismic Crash, all used. There's no ultimate stuff on the board. Dink, Argon, Milad will get the through time and space. Neptune, no, is caught out. He will go down by Riflu on this Maeve. They're going to turn their attention to Dutch Knight. He is eliminated off the board. 2 kills as Orphic are just completely stuck inside this house. Through time and space means you're not getting through that door. Overtime ticking. Chubby Plum left. The stagger. What a performance from Dink Esports. Complete the reverse sweep, and they're going to the finals.